Today on Better Weekends. Renee is here with some ideas to occupy your time without leaving the house.
Plus, are you having trouble sleeping? We've got some foods that can help.
And Coach Gino Auriemma is here. He's telling us about his fabulous new restaurant, and we're cooking up a delicious dish.
Your day is about to get better, starting right now.
Good afternoon and welcome to Better Connecticut. I'm Kara Sundlin, and we're maybe a lot of new viewers out there with no schools, and we're all in this together. So
Absolutely.
welcome.
Scott Haney here with a big cold sore on my lip, and I do apologize about that because there's nothing I can
But
do
you're
about
healthy.
it. But I'm healthy. I
Yes.
just can't get rid of the cold sore.
That's a different virus.
Anyway, how are you?
You know, I'm okay, and I think that's the thing, that the message that a lot of companies and a lot of families are just trying to figure out what to do now. A lot of schools are closed. The ones that aren't, you're probably going to see more after the governor waived the 180-day requirement because he really wants people to get ahead of
the
this.
state has mandated that the kids have to go to school for 180 days per year. Now this is saying that they don't have to this year.
Right,
And
because the question was, where are we going to make all this up?
Where are we going to make it all up? And they'd be going to school through July and August.
I mean, who knows? We're living one day at a time here, but who knows if people will really go back in 2 weeks, because the whole point is the containment effort. And where are we in 2 weeks? We don't know. Events over 250 people canceled. I mean, the Bushnell Hartford stage, you know, all these different things, all these different gatherings, sports, but it's really for the public good is what the message that people are trying to get out.
I had my appetite all set for Bar Taco last night in West Hartford Center. Paul and I were going. I was so excited. And then the governor came out and spoke, and he's like, and then Paul works for the Bushnell. So he's like, I have to stay and write all the press releases and do all, everything and let everybody know.
Not that you couldn't have gone to Bar Taco.
No, I could have gone to Bar Taco. I should have called you, is what I should have done.
I would totally go to Bar Taco.
Because I don't understand how the menu works with the paper.
You just
and the
write
pencil.
it down. And I like to, if I'm trying to reduce carbs, you just put an L and it comes in lettuce instead of a taco.
Oh, see, I'm learning something new.
All right, so for those of you who are like, what is going on? Has the world gone mad? Why do we need to care about this? We want to show you this. It's gone viral. It's called #Flatten the Curve. In one graphic, they did a really good job of explaining the big hump there is how many cases you could have if you don't enact these containment and prevention measures. And the other one is what happens when you do what the CDC wants us to do, which is avoiding mass gatherings, closing schools, all that kind of things. It's a huge difference, and that amounts to a huge difference, even in severe illness and loss of life,
now,
especially for the older people.
When you first showed me this graph, I thought it was my 401k.
It's that too.
Then I realized.
Flatten the curve.
Flatten the curve. I was like, oh my goodness gracious. Hang in there. Don't make any rash decisions, and just keep plugging along and just keep calm.
So they say the speed at which this pandemic plays out is really, it matters greatly with the consequences. So if they try and slow it down, and we're learning from other countries who maybe waited too long, and we still need in this country, every medical person we've talked to has said, we need more tests, we need more this. And then we just need people to say, I know this is inconvenient, but we got to learn how to stay at home and snuggle in and play games. It's like a snowstorm, only really long.
I'm so excited you only live less than 1/10 of a mile from my house, because guess who's coming to dinner, honey?
Corona plans.
Absolutely. Got to make those plans. All right, Hartford Healthcare has a number out in case you have any questions. There are so many questions about the virus and the potential effects. It's 860-972-8100. 860-972-8100.
And the important thing about that number, and it's on our website as well, I believe, but 972-8100. But there's what is it again? 972-8100. I want to make sure I said that right. 860. People have been calling from all over the world because they actually have 24 hours a day. They have epidemiologists and infectious disease doctors staffing it. So you're not just calling a random number where someone's going to refer you what to call. They're actually, they can take your questions of, I have this symptom, I have that symptom. What do I need to worry about? Right. Should I be self-quarantining? And you can do it all on the phone. So they've been getting calls from all over the world, they said.
Also, online resources on their public website, of course, Hartford Healthcare, and both English and Spanish. So if you're a Spanish-speaking person, English isn't your first language, you can go there and get all the information that you need in that language as well.
I mean, just to have this, we can understand why other people our fellow man, so to speak, what
Yes.
they're suffering with. So there's a wife of a man who has the coronavirus. He's a patient. He's from Wilton. So they're a Connecticut family, and she has been going through a really, really tough time. She spoke out to People magazine saying, he was put in a medically induced coma. She hasn't been able to, she's at home on self-quarantine with her twins, even though neither one of them have, all three of them are okay. They don't have
Right.
symptoms. They have to stay on self-quarantine, just hoping that her husband would get better. She said she was just playing voicemails because she wanted to hear his voice again. And she just is urging everyone that even just to take it seriously and to be cautious. At the same time, we don't want to panic. We're one of the states that doesn't have as many cases as others.
Exactly, right.
Yeah.
So that's good. Again, the key is here, just stay calm. Everything is going to
Stay
work.
calm
We're going to get
and do
through
what
this.
you can to, it might be a little inconvenient, but think of it that you're helping someone else.
Exactly, exactly. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle left their toddler behind in Canada as they wrapped up their royal tour, their royal appearances, because of the threat for the coronavirus as well.
Yeah, but Archie was just born. When is he a toddler yet? Does he even toddle?
I think he's like 6,
He's
7,
not a
8.
toddler.
No, he's not a toddler
They
yet.
left their baby. I don't know who wrote. It wasn't us, but okay. So anyway, they
And Justin Trudeau in Canada, he's also
his
self-quarantined
His
with he and
wife
his
has
wife.
the virus.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, they said that they absolutely left Archie behind because they didn't want to bring him on planes. That makes sense. That makes sense. And they're done with their royal duty, so it was a bittersweet moment for them. And Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson, his wife, they're checking in. They're saying they're taking it one day at a time, but they are staying in isolation because they know they have the coronavirus and they don't want anyone else to get it. And then he quoted one of his movies, Scott.
What did he say?
Remember, despite all the current events, there's no crying in baseball.
There's no crying in
Hanks.
baseball. That's
So,
really funny.
They're both 63 years old, and they're just taking good care of themselves. They look okay as they're putting out these social media updates, but doing the right thing of just, they said they're just staying to each other and being isolated so that they don't spread it.
And in other non-corona news, Gayle King recently became embroiled in that controversy, remember? When she asked questions about the late NBA star Kobe Bryant during an interview with NBA star Lisa Leslie.
Yeah, so she sat down with Oprah.
With Oprah.
On Oprah
Gayle
has her
King
new,
sat down with Oprah.
Yeah, Oprah Winfrey's 2020 Vision, Your Life in Focus tour is going on. And so Gayle took the other side of the couch and said that she's over it, but that this controversy did leave a scar. It's a learning curve, that it was very painful.
Death threats against her.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was
it was awful.
She was very shaken, but she also said that what she learned is that people need to learn how to disagree in a better way.
In a better way, which I think is absolutely great.
I think we can all agree with that.
Right. And remember, the grocery stores, back to the corona, grocery stores are chaos. Some of them are really, they have long lines. People are, grabbing things.
Pack your patience.
Pack your patience. Please, just walk away. If you get into any disagreement or argument, walk away, be the better person, and just walk away.
And they're asking, you might want to have a few extra things on hand, but really people
Absolutely.
are encouraging not to hoard because people need some supplies. And if, a couple people take everything, then it's hard for the people who can't get it. So we all need to be
Exactly.
mindful of take what you need, but don't go crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
the news
then-
at 4:30 is probably all corona.
Let's see what they're working on. Hey, guys.